It's Music Monday. So today we are going to do something. Last time it was so great. It was so great, you guys being able to ask questions. I was able to answer them for you. You guys were interacting, everything. So we're going to do that again today with we're going to be talking about distribution. We're going to get you guys ready to distribute. And so, hold on, let me pin this comment here so that you guys can see what today's topic is about. I hope that you have your questions ready. In the bottom right corner of your screen, you'll see a question mark. And so that's where you can send your questions and absolutely great features. No. I only do the live. I do the live programs on here. That's all that I do over here, Val. And I would love to get you live to talk about videos like we did on Clubhouse. That would be absolutely excellent. British. I don't have a British accent. This is not my page. My name is Genie Sweetness, and I am the host here. So let's get your music out. Yes. So I just want to, everybody come in. Music out is today's topic. So, pin. Okay. So everybody, hello, good afternoon, and welcome to Music Monday. Today is Monday, December 13th, and we will be discussing getting your music out on these platforms. So I hope that you guys have your pen and paper and are ready. Here at British Links, we are excited to give you guys a bunch of information for the month of December as we are closing out the season. And so normally we have, of course, the one-on-one conversations, but we want to do things, special for you guys. This coming Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Ms. Rain Martin is going to be having another publicity session, which, you guys, if you were here for her last publicity session, then you know that was just absolutely excellent. She did media coaching and getting us ready for interviews. That was really awesome. I myself took a whole bunch of notes, and I feel like, I would be really, really awesome. I only work in the music part of the Caribbean industry, so I do not have any information on books. Anything having to do with books, I do not have that information. Just have information on music and distributing the music. So sorry about that, author. So let's just jump right into it. And again, if you are creative and you have any questions, at the bottom right part of your screen, there is a question mark. So if you hit that and then put your questions in there, I'll be able to see them and I can answer them. Unfortunately, typing them on the screen is not going to help. They can scroll up, they'll be gone. And, so many people will be in here, I won't be able to see it. So make sure you are using the question portion there, bottom right part of the screen. Okay, so we are doing, let's get your music out. So the first thing that you're going to need to set up your releases, it is very important, metadata. Metadata is very important. That is all of the information that you are going to need for your release. You need to make sure that everything is spelled correctly. Everything is spelled correctly. I know, you might say, well, but my name is, like my name is Genie Sweetness. Sometimes I might leave an S off or add an extra S or something like that. So it is very important for you to have a document where you put all of the correct information, the name of the artist, any featured artists that are on there. You need to make sure that the name of the producer, whatever the name of your label is that you will be distributing under, that information is vitally important. It's vitally important. So you want to make sure that you have all of that on one sheet of paper. It is also important that you have the first and last name of everyone involved on the project, because these are your credits. These are the credits. And as you guys may not know, but on the digital stores, they now allow you to see the credits of the persons who are involved on the project. So it's very important. Of course, my name is Janetta Shaw, and in addition to me putting myself down as Genie Sweetness, I'll put Janetta Shaw as the performing artist. That is very important. The composers, which are the persons that have put the rhythm together, person or persons who put it together, mixing, mastering, the producer, the one who took, the rhythm with the lyrics and put that together. That's very important to have in the metadata. And again, your first and last name, and any artist who were also part of the project. You want to make sure that you have their first and last name put on this sheet. The correct name of the song. If you are doing a multi-track project, whether it's an EP, which is up to 6 tracks, or anything over 6 tracks is considered an album, you want to make sure that you list everything in the numbered order that you would like them done on the release. And you want to make sure that the names are spelled exactly the way that you want it. So this is your one sheet. These are your credits, and this is what you'll be giving your distributor. It's very important. The writers, whoever has written the lyrics for you. And I know a lot of times you have some really talented creatives who are able to do their own lyrics, which is fine. But it is okay to hire some writers. It's very okay to hire some writers. Even if you wrote the lyrics, but you have a writer who's going to come in and maybe switch things around for you a little bit, or give you different words, help you with some of the metaphors. We're going to have a special session on radio readiness. And unfortunately, a lot of times there are not radio ready versions of a song. And so a writer could help you to, get it cleaned up so that we can get you onto radio. And who doesn't want their song to be on radio? Because that's a further reach, right? Yes. Okay. So the first and last name of the writers is also important when you're doing that. When you're getting your one sheet together for your distribution. The lyrics. Let me tell you why lyrics are important for the tracks for your project. Because since the music is universal, it's everywhere. You want fans to be able to understand what it is that you're saying, especially if you have a song that has a socially conscious message. You want everyone to understand the message that you're trying to deliver. Not only that, it is free promotion. By putting your lyrics up on, let's say, genius.com, which is a very popular website where you can put the lyrics up for your projects, then guess what? It's free promotion. If someone was to go to a search engine and look up the lyrics, to look up the name of your song, or even look up your name as an artist or even the producer, and then that's going to pop up in the search engine. So that's free promotion, and you did not have to pay for advertising. Isn't that awesome? Not only that, but these voice activated systems, Siri, Google, Alexa, they work off of voice. If you put your lyrics up on the internet, then you can tell them, hey, play this song, and they'll be able to find it. You don't know the name of the song, but maybe you know the lyrics. So if you tell them what the lyrics is, then they'll be able to find your song better. Lyrics are vitally important, especially right now. Okay, so make sure that you get the lyrics together. You are going to need the codes, your ISRC, which is your International Standard Recording Code, or the UPC, Universal Product Code. These are, the UPC is the code for the actual project. So if you have a single, it has one. If you have an an EP, there's one UPC code. If you have an album, there's one UPC code. That is the code that identifies the project. And your ISRC code identifies each single track. So a single track will have one UPC and one ISRC code, but an EP will have several ISRC codes because each individual track has that code, period. Yes, right? And so that's very important. And whether you are in America, your social security number, if you're in the Caribbean, then it's your TRN number. These numbers are vitally important. You do not share it with anyone because this is your money. This is your money. This is what you're going to be registering on your song for sales. This is where you're going to register your song so that you're getting publishing. right? This is how the song is identified. And on some of the platforms, it's not the title they go by, it's by the ISRC code. So protect that with your life. Do not believe these services, because there are some scammers who will tell you, I can embed your ISRC code into your music. Guess what? Trust your distributor. Once your distributor puts your prepares and processes your music for distribution, your ISRC code already is attached to that track. So if someone plays it, like let's say on YouTube, or plays it on any platform, it's going to recognize your song and you're going to get the streaming revenue from that. So don't let anyone come and tell you, I can embed your ISRC code. It is digital. They are not going to embed it on anything. If you happen to print CDs, here goes the CD here. If you happen to print CDs, then the person who masters the CDs for you, they are the ones who imprint it on there. So when, let's say a selector is playing your music, then it's going to pick up. If they're playing it on radio using a CD, then it's going to automatically pick up. Please do not let anyone tell you that they can embed it and they need a certain amount of money. Absolutely not. Now, distributors do not charge extra for the ISRC and UPC code. They are included in your distribution. That's another thing. Unless you are going to, unless you yourself are going to purchase your ISRC codes, it automatically comes with your distribution. And that's very important to know. So again, this is the check-in here on British Link's Instagram. And if you guys have any questions, please make sure that you use the question feature on the bottom right part of your screen right there. You'll see a question mark. So go ahead and put your questions there and I'll be able to answer them for you. Okay, so that's very, very important. Protect your codes. Got it? Okay, good. So there are a few platforms. Your distribution company has processed you. You have your release date. In some instances, you'll want a pre-order date, which is the date where it will be available on the sale. That's iTunes, that's Amazon. It will be available on those platforms first, where they can kind of pre-order and say, okay, when it comes out, it's going to automatically go to my device. So you'll receive your release dates. You can start doing your marketing and promotions. You should have claimed your profiles on the different digital sales providers, your DSPs. Apple. The website for you to claim your artist profile for Apple Music, artists with an S, artists.apple.com. Again, artist, ARTISTS.apple, like the fruit.com. Make sure that you're logged into Twitter. This is surprising, but if you're logged into Twitter when you're claiming these profiles, you'll be able to claim your profiles a lot faster because you're verifying that it's you. You won't have to send them any additional information. So again, claim your profiles, your artist profiles, on artists with an S.apple.com. Artists.apple.com. For Pandora, to claim your profile on Pandora, and remember, log into your Twitter first before trying to claim your artist profile. For Pandora, it is amp, A-M-P, .pandora.com. That's amp.pandora, Pandora.com. You have your artist profile there. The great thing about Pandora, let me just tell you, they provide marketing tools on this platform. So you're able to share, hey guys, check me out on this channel. You're able to record a 15-second message in which you're saying, check out my song, Bubblegum Lollipop, here on Pandora. And that message is going to play before the song plays. You're able to feature a song. So let's say that you have an EP. You're able to feature one of the songs, maybe your lead song, your featured song on Pandora. They get the artwork is there and everything. It's really awesome. You can also share to your social media from Pandora. It looks really, really good. Okay. So for Deezer is in the Caribbean. It's also in Europe. We have it here in the United States. And so you can claim your artist profile on Deezer. This one is backstage.deezer.com. backstage.deezer.com. With them, you're going to need those codes I told you about, your ISRC, your UPC codes. You're going to need those to show, yes, this is me. So you're going to be logged into your Twitter, but you're also going to need these codes to show this is my music. See, I typed my name in the line there. I'm showing you, see, this is the song that goes with this name, and I already have my Twitter logged in. That's how you claim your profile on Deezer. They also allow you to share to social media from your Backstage Pass. Okay, we have Spotify. Now, everyone is very familiar with Spotify because during this time right now, they have the Unwrapped, in which you get to see how many plays, streams, how many playlists you've been on, and all that great stuff. That is what Spotify allows you to do, which Pandora has that too. I'm sorry, let me make sure that I say that. Pandora has that too. You could see how many streams you had over the past year. What was your most popular song? What countries, that played you the most, but that playlisting, I really love that. I love being able to see, what playlist that I was added on these different platforms, because some of them are the playlists that are curated by the editors, the actual employees. Hey, Miss Ray Martin in the building, guys, my publicist. And as I said, please make sure you're following her, because this coming Wednesday is her second session for Publicity Wednesdays. We're really excited. Her session this Wednesday is going to be, do I still need PR? Yes. That's that answer. Come Wednesday, 3 p.m., same time as right now, so that you can find out why do you still need it when, we're in a social media age. I can post all my own stuff up. Yep, you sure can. And guess what? That's why you got in trouble. Hey, Aliyah. So you guys, please, again, if you have any questions, there is a feature on the bottom right part of your screen. It is a question mark. And so you can ask your questions while I'm giving you guys this information so that I can answer you all individually. Please do not type it in a screen, because the screen goes pretty quickly and I'm going to miss it. So just go ahead and use that lovely feature there. It's a question mark on the bottom right part of your screen. Okay. So Spotify, same as with Apple, is artists with an S, ARTISTS, artists.spotify.com. Artists.spotify, SPOTIFY.com. Again, make sure that you're logged into your Twitter so that you can claim your profile a lot easier. And this also goes for if you are the member of a team of a creative and not the actual creative, make sure that you're logged into their Twitter before you go and try to claim that profile. It's just going to make it a much smoother process for you, and you'll be able to grab that profile a lot easier. And the great thing too, you can actually add team members. Once you claim the profile on these different sites, guess what? You can add team members. You can have persons that you need to just come in and look at the analytics. You could see, okay, I need to focus more in Australia, or, ooh, I'm doing really good in England. So that information is vitally important, especially for, publicists who look at that information when they're writing their stories. Then they're able to talk about, the charting that took place over here. They're able to talk about the numbers and the different things that goes on. So analytics is very important to various members of your team. So that's another reason why it's important to claim your profiles on the different DSPs. And of course, audiomac.com. Can we say how much we absolutely love AudioMac? First of all, they have just been growing throughout the years. We now have AudioMac Caribbean, and just the different ventures that they have going on, they're including us, and that is always so awesome because unfortunately, the Caribbean does not have access to all DSPs. Pandora is actually in the United States. Yeah, so unfortunately, they don't have that. Spotify has just gone to the Caribbean, so it's great for your team to have that accessed. Great. Okay. So I went to look for you guys so that I can find several of the different distributors. Absolutely. And Chance Soriano, actually, Ms. Rain Martin and I are coming to see you this week at your event. Really, really excited. So what time should we get there? Because it starts early and ends late, and I like to go to bed at about 7:00, and it starts at 6:30. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I could be there till 2 a.m. So you're going to have to tell me when are you going on stage? I need that information. You can whisper it if you need to. So I went and looked at the distributors, the Caribbean distributors. Now, I always say it is better for you to distribute through a Caribbean distribution company than one of the do-it-yourselves, and I'll explain what the DIY is. But the reason why that's more important is because Caribbean distributors understand your music more. They're going to love on it a little bit more. You'll be able to contact customer service and actually reach someone, right? You'll be able to reach someone. They'll understand what it is that you're saying. If you need like a correction in your lyrics, or you need a correction in your metadata or anything, they'll be able to understand that. They also do email blasts. They also do blasts on their social media. So I always try to urge you guys, if you qualify, please distribute through a Caribbean distributor. A do-it-yourself type, let's start here. The do-it-yourself types, that's where you pay like an annual fee, or if you pay like monthly, or whatever their subscription process is, and they'll distribute everything for you. A lot of times you have to contact them only by email, or you're getting someone who's not familiar with your genre. And I say Caribbean, I'm not going to say reggae, dancehall, or soca. I'm saying Caribbean music, period, because there's, so many Caribbean nations and we have various genres, right? They're not trying to put that love and attention and, pitch you for playlisting and things of that nature as hard as, the Caribbean distributor. Oh my goodness, I forgot to tell you guys. You claim your profile, and you'll be able to pitch your music for playlisting. Once your distributor processes it for release, you're going to get an email. Once you claim your profile, you're going to get an email that says that your song is coming up, and you'll be able to go and pitch for playlisting. That does not guarantee you playlisting, but you have a better chance if you give them like a little paragraph on why this song should be added to a popular playlist and things of that nature. Yeah, this is you taking control of your own career, right? Love it. So do-it-yourself distributors are CD Baby, TuneCore, DistroKid, United Masters. These are the ones that you just pay, and then you can get your music up there yourself. You can use them if you'd like to, but as I said, using a Caribbean distributor, they better understand what it is that you're doing. And that's why I try to, push you guys that route. It is. So I wrote down the Caribbean distributors I was able to locate. Okay. So Ghetto Youth does have a distribution. I do not know the processes of any distributors. Let me say that. I only know that they exist. Okay? I only know that they exist. And again, I had to research to find out who they are. 1 RPM, 21st Hapelos, Zojak, Johnny Wonder. I feel like I'm missing one. And of course, VPAL Music, but I wanted to say another one before I said VPAL Music. Gosh, I think I'm missing one, guys. Because what's the name of the one that has like all the soca? Anyway, these are different Caribbean distributors. Again, Ghetto Youth has a distribution company. Johnny Wonder, Hapalos, Zojak, 1RPM, and of course VPAL Music. I worked VPAL Music digital distribution for 5 years, and so that's why I wanted to say them last, just so that I can say that. Hey, Nicola, just so that I can say that, because it was really, really awesome to be able to work for them and to see things from the inside. To be able to see how things are processed and learn that, so that I could come and give you guys that information, because I actually did it myself. And that's why I know when I tell you to have your metadata together and have it in a one sheet before you send it to them. That's very important. One of the concerns that I hear from creatives is, why does the distributor take 20% of sales? Why do I only get 80? I want you to consider this, because with the do-it-yourself stores where you're paying that annual fee, they'll give you like 100% of sales. Some of them will do like 10% of sales and things of that nature. There's staff, right? Operations. Yeah. And it's only 20%. If you get your team right, or if you're someone who's doing it yourself, and if you put as much into the marketing and promotions as you can for your project, things could turn out better for you than you expected. Even if only one person streams and one person purchases your project, that's a lot better than zero, right? And as you continue to learn and get used to working your project, then things are going to turn out even better for you. There is someone who likes what you have. There is someone. If you have the kind of talent where, you play the flute and sing, or you DJ and play the drums or something, there could be a drummer somewhere who has been waiting to see that. Yeah. So when you do your marketing and promotions with your release, you have to make sure that you're going hard for yourself. Pushing it out, understanding that it is an international project. It is an international project, and that you could be living in, let's say that you live in Puerto Rico and you're doing soca. There's someone who's maybe like in Sweden who loves that rhythm and have been waiting to hear from you. They've been waiting to hear from you. Utilize this stuff. I'm telling you, claim your artist profiles and use the marketing tools that they have available on these different profiles, so that the person over in Sweden can find you from Puerto Rico doing your soca. Yeah. Hey. All right now. So those are the different distributors I was able to locate on the internet for the Caribbean. And again, they might all have different processes to qualify for distribution or whatever it is. So you need to kind of look at their social media, see how they handle the releases that they already have, to see if they are a right fit for you. Ask questions if they might have contact information on their social media. They might have a website. Look through everything, use the contact feature over there, and get those questions out there so you can see, yes, this is the perfect one for me. Again, we are talking about getting your music out on all of the platforms today here on the check-in on British Links. If you have any questions, there is a question mark feature on the bottom right part of your page. So please go ahead and put your questions there and we can keep going. All right. So that's the distribution. Once your music is placed on these various platforms, then it is very important for you. Now we are going to get to the meat of our marketing and promotions. It's okay to do a pre-announcement that your music is, hey, Corey Dip, it is okay to do an announcement that your music is coming. Do a pre-announcement and say the date that your music is coming up. There's nothing wrong with that, especially once especially once your distributor confirms with you that the music is coming out. Why do I have a black pen instead of a purple one? Here it goes, right? Once they confirm with you that your release is up, put it out there. You don't always have to have a budget. We've spoken about this before. What do you mean? Well, you might not have the money, but what you do have is a vision for your release. There are so many different apps that, you know, in your app stores that you can download, that you can have like a plain background, just a plain color, and say that my music will be available on Friday, December 3rd, or well, today's Monday, December. I'm all the way on Friday, right? Monday, December 13th, my music will be available. If I'm in California, I'm going to say midnight Pacific Standard Time, it'll be available, right? We could just get that up there, and we've used an app from our app stores on whatever our device is. I personally use Canva, Canva, because they also allow you to have some type of motion. They have motion graphics. And again, you don't have a team, you don't have a budget, do it yourself. Yeah, Friday is the universal release date. That's why I said Friday, right? I was like, wait a minute, but then I don't know what Friday's date is because I live day to day. I ain't mad about it. So you know what I'm saying? So, Friday is the 10th, it's not the 10th because today is the 13th. Friday is the 17th. I know that because my birthday was Friday, December 3rd. So that's how come I know the date. It took me a second. I got it together. So you're going to, again, if you guys have any questions, use that feature, that question mark feature in the bottom right of your screen. So again, so you put this graphic together. So this is independent distribution, which we talked about last week, right? Even if your label is distributing for you, get this stuff out on your social media. If you're with the label, they may give you the graphic, they may post it themselves. There's nothing wrong with you posting it. You know, on social media, they have these backgrounds that you can do. So have the background up while you're, you do a quick 15-second ad, a 15-second reel. We're here on Instagram, and what you're saying, yeah, so this song is coming out. If it's a song where you get to dance or something, hey guys, do the 2-step and post it up. You're hashtagging. We're going to do social media marketing on next week, but I'm just saying, guys. Hey, Glam Dolls. Yeah, I'm just saying. Get that together. Start announcing it. My song is coming up. You'll receive copyright strikes on social media. All you have to do is appeal it because you own it. You own it. It's yours because you distributed it. Just fill it out and put your name. And they'll be like, oh, okay, that's you. I see you, big dog. They're going to put it back up there. Don't go on the internet. Oh my God, they're trying to steal my money. I hate everybody. I hate the world. No, fill out the little appeal. It takes like a minute, 60 seconds or less for you to do that. I got some really great candles, guys, but this right here, it smells so good. I'm starting to get hungry. Did you hear it sizzle? But anyway, so, fill out the appeal. Get your music back up there and let's just keep it moving. Yeah, but you could tell everyone, and then like you could do like this is what my thought process was when I wrote these lyrics. I was on the beach when I wrote this. I was shopping for milk when I wrote this. You know what I'm saying? Interact with people the way that I'm interacting with you guys. Who is going to listen to your music? Talk to the people, man. We're not going to get too much into that. Again, that is when we're going to do, marketing and promotions. We're going to do that separately because I know you guys will really have some questions when we get to that. But I really want to make sure, and we're going to go over this again. Hey, G-Tex, I already said hi. Now, how many times you going to say hi, G-Tex? And you sent a request to go live. Do you have a question you want to ask everybody? So let me go over this again to make certain that you are getting your information together for your release. Metadata, that is the information that is going to be needed to distribute your music properly. You are going to need the correct spelling. And again, do it on a one sheet. Type it up on a one sheet. The correct spelling of your own name as a creative, as an artist. If it's a producer-driven project, if it's an artist-driven project, whatever it is, Spell your name correctly on that one sheet. The name of any featured artists or creatives. You need to make sure that their name is put properly. If it's featured, featuring, or if it's you and the person, that needs to be clearly identified on the one sheet as it relates to the credits for the project. Okay? You need to make sure you have the legal first and last names of every person on there, including yourself. To again use myself as an example, I am professionally known as PKA Genie Sweetness. My name, of course, is Janetta Shaw. So whereas what you guys are going to see here is Genie Sweetness, when it comes to the metadata and the credits for any type of releases, it's going to say Janetta Shaw. That is very important. If a person goes by three names, you know, like how we have Peter Gay in Jamaica, hyphenate their names, however their name is written, make sure you have that information on the one sheet for the credits part of it. Your writers, your composers, which is the persons that built the rhythm, the producers, which is the person that took the rhythm and took your voice and put them together, any person who played any instruments. Yes, please, please, please. Nicola, are you going to come up and say it, or I'm not sure if you wanted to come in and say that, or if you wanted to put that to the side. Absolutely, please, because we're all here learning and teaching each other. So definitely, if you have something to add, the first and last name. Oh my goodness, she just said something here. Did you guys know that it's important to give credit to your graphic artists? Nicola out of the UK is a publicist with Love PR, and she says labeling images properly is very important. Y'all didn't know that? What if I left off an S or added an S? What if I didn't give a credit to the graphics artist? This is important information. Very important. You can also actually add the studio that the music was recorded in or mixed or mastered in. But labeling that is very important. Thank you so much for that, Nicola. Okay. Oh, wait. We could do this. Look. Remember we found this feature out? Is there a template for a one sheet? Is there somewhere to find it? Or can you tell us how to create one? Hey, well, it's funny you should say that. I'll just kidding. Hold on one second. So I found something on the internet here. Let me go to my browser. I actually have a bookmark. I have a bookmark where I put all the DSPs and everything. Yes, thank you. So our publicist Nicholas says that Google search for images ranks high. Look at that. What did I tell you? There are so many free ways for you guys to market and promote yourself. So let's look in my bookmarks here. Bookmarks. And let me look in my distribution bookmark. And what is this called here? Oh my gosh, do I need glasses? Did you guys see me step back so that I can look at this? Oh my goodness. I think it's because my mom and grandma were here this weekend. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is because I can clearly see. So wait, I'm gonna tell you guys the name of where you can, because this is actually on your split sheet. You guys want me to tell y'all what a split sheet is? Not yet. Let's see, where is it? It's splitsheet.com. Hold on. Okay, songsplits.com. Song, splits with an S, SPLITS.com. So a split sheet is a document before you record a song. It is a document where you list every person that's involved on the project and their percentages. You can actually send that to your distributor. Check that out. On the split sheet, it's going to list their member number for whatever PRO they're with, which is the Performance Rights Organization. Hey, JFK. It's going to list their membership number for the PRO. It's going to say which publisher that they're with. You can have the ISRC code, the ISRC code with an S, codes, UPC code on your split sheet. So that's songsplits.com, which can give you that template. Good question, Enchan Soriano. Again, you guys, please utilize the question feature, which is the bottom right of your screen. You'll see a question mark, and that will allow me to see your questions. Everybody except for JFK, because he's going to start asking about management. No, I'm just kidding. But yes, please use that feature so that I can definitely see your questions and get those answered for you. So thank you for asking that question. Enchan Soriano is an artist, so that's very good that she asked that, where can I get a template? And thank you for that. And I forgot to tell you guys, to purchase your own ISRC codes, which is $100, and it's you get 100,000 ISRC codes. I don't think that you guys are going to release 100,000 tracks within a year, but that's how you get it. Look, I knew he was going to do that. So that's USISRC.org. These are the legitimate, that is the legitimate website to purchase your ISRC codes if you prefer to have them yourself. That's for when you're doing like your cataloging. If you're someone who's as anal as me and like to, have everything organized, that's where you can get your own ISRC codes. Yeah. Good. Yeah, I love it. Why not? $100? Yeah. Get that together. We have another question here from JFK. Why do people so negative towards physical split sheets? So what ends up happening, JFK, is that a lot of times in this digital era that we're in, then everyone is not in the studio at the same time. Also, and I try to, as different things come up, let you guys know that there are scammers out here. JFK wants to know, why are they against physical split sheets? Because they want to change the splits. When it's something digital, then it's easy for them to change the splits on there. Although there's signatures on the split sheet and everything is organized, they want to change everything and then come back to you and say, no, you said I could have 53% and you were going to take 47, when originally we agreed on 70-30, 70 you, 30 me. And so that's why they don't want the physical, which physical paper we have in our hand, we could copy it, we can scan it in, and we're looking at it over and over. So it's harder to change it, it's harder for me to scam you. Yeah, but, I'm being honest. I have to be honest. And that is why they don't necessarily like that. And as I was saying earlier, which JFK was late to class today. As I was saying earlier, no, with the ISRC codes and your UPC, you have to hold those near and dear to your heart. If you're in the States, your social security number, you protect that. If you're in the Caribbean, you have your TRN number. Your ISRC code, you have to protect them like that, because there are persons who are going to take it. And if you don't know the business side of the industry, they've been collecting your money. They've been collecting it. Yes, they have. Because first of all, you don't even know what codes are. So it was easy for them. It was really easy for them to just come in and start claiming you on their own behalf. And I also spoke about the scam with ISRC codes. Is there are persons who tell you that they can embed your codes in your music for you. And that is false. You do not need a person to embed it. Once your distributor processes your music for release, it's already automatically embedded because it's digital. As I said already, unless it's a physical copy of a CD, unless it's a physical CD, which the person who does your mastering, they send your music directly to the CD printer, and they're the ones who embed the music in here. You understand? So there's not a reason why I need to give you my ISRC codes. Please kindly remove yourself from me. Please. We have another question. We have 2 questions. We did that one already. Sorry. Okay. Is songsplits.com a reputable place to log splits? So actually, I did look at the reviews for them, and that's why I I'm confident when I'm sending persons to that website, because I definitely would hate to send you guys somewhere and then you get taken advantage of. So I went through every, like, pushing different options they have on their screen so that I can see, let me see. Yeah. And they are pretty good. Because there was another one that someone had given me, and then the website wasn't there anymore. And that made me feel some type of way. It made me feel some type of way. Because why aren't you there? You know what I mean? Like, what happened to your website? Like, I understand it's me and I didn't pay my website fee, but why you not there? You know what I'm saying? No, JFK, I'm serious. I had to check it out because I sure would hate to tell you guys, hey, go check this out, and then it's just not right. Oh, what did I do here? I wanted to show you something. I know it might seem a little crazy, like that's not what we're on social media for, but yes. So let me go here, and here is the song splits on Instagram. Okay. And if you look, like, let's look at the first post that they have up there, which was, the most recent post was October 14th, in which they were thanking the investors that they have there. And, you could read it and everything and read their hashtags. And you could read, they actually were responding to persons who put their comments there. So, and thank you so much, Nicola. And so they had a post here, and it says, a split dispute can cost you tens of thousands of dollars alone. It's that serious. This is why that black and white is king. You hear me? This is why you do not give your ISRC codes away. This is why this post they have right here, it happens all the time. It happens all the time. And that's the truth. Somebody is waiting for you to not know the business side of your music so that they can make money off of you. When you get a chance, Google yourself. I'm telling you that. As you're claiming these platforms that I gave you the information on, claiming your artist profiles, you may receive a message back from one of these stores that says, but you've already claimed your profile. Did I? There are people who have this information and they're making money off of you. And I'm sorry about that. And I get real tender. I'm not going to cry. But that's why I try to give you this. Yes. This is why I try to give you guys as much information. And I always have to thank, oh man, why that one didn't pop up? So here's a question from JFK, but it won't come onto the screen. Oh, I have to delete that one first. My bad. Why didn't you guys tell me I still had that question up? What can we do to educate Jamaicans more about the importance of mutually agreeing on splits? Okay, so what happens, JFK, and I don't know, I believe that you come on Mondays at 3 p.m. because we had a sit down with Melio, who is, the other partner in Run the Track, right? Your business partner. And so that's what brought you to British Links, and so then, you've got networking, you've seen some other people that you know over here and stuff. There is not one answer that I can tell you on how to get more. And I'm going to say Caribbeans because being Jamaican, I do want to say everything Jamaica, but I want to make sure that everyone knows that I'm talking to them. You have to understand what a split is. Thank you, Enchan. You have to understand what a split is in the first place, right? Yeah. And, once they understand, every person involved in this project deserves a piece of it. Now, you can give me upfront money, which is called work for hire. I'm going to give I'm going to give JFK $100 and he's going to give me a rhythm. I bought the rhythm for $100. Guys, he is not worth $100. Please do not go to him for $100 looking for a rhythm. You missing some zeros. But my point, because this is an example, right? I bought a rhythm from JFK for $100. So, and in the agreement, in the black and white, in the contract, he said, here it is. You bought it. You paid the money that I was asking for. It is yours. I have no more rights to it. That means that when my song is on Netflix, when my song is in the movies, JFK can't say anything because the black and white said that you don't want it. The black and white said that I own it. Now we only have 8 minutes, so let's do this 5 minutes, and because today is educational, so I'm not gonna start back over. Yeah, but he gave up all rights to it because he was work for hire. I hired you to build this rhythm for me. Same so if JFK has paid you to voice on one of his rhythms, you don't have nothing to do with it. It ain't yours no more. It's not yours anymore. But if you don't have the money to buy it from him, he don't have the money to pay you to voice on it, we sit down with our papers. I keep picking up this black pen. You guys are not helping me out right now. We sit down, we write JFK, we write Genie Sweetness, everybody's here. Enchan is here. Enchan is the instruments. Nicola is the writer. And because we're going in without any upfront money, we're going to write the percentage down. The composer, how much does he want for this? And you're not just doing the sales percentages. Y'all don't want to talk about mechanical rights. Publishing is pension. So you think we only talking about the percentage for when you make sales? No. When that song is performed, where's my 2%? I saw you performing in Europe. It was 60,000 people out there. Where's my percentage? I heard it on the radio. I want my money. This black and white, purple and white, says that he was going to get 33. This one got 23. This one signed on for. This is what the splits are saying. We talked about that and we signed it. Every person signed this. So when the dollar comes, here goes your 33 cents. Here goes your 23 cents. Here goes your 2 cents. Because you negotiate what those percentages are. We signed it. We signed it, honey. Yeah. When it's playing and you're getting that money and it's coming in, don't play with me. It's on the split sheet. So again, I can't tell you how to force them to understand the importance of agreeing on splits. You know what? But you should have an entertainment lawyer anyway before you start signing stuff. If you can afford one. Big up Sean Chris Castle. You understand? So you guys, we are winding down. I love it when you guys ask questions. Make sure that you are here this coming Wednesday, December 15th. We have Publicity Wednesdays. Miss Rain Martin will be conducting Is public relations still relevant in an era of social media? The answer is yes. It's called, Do I Still Need a Publicist? PR in the Digital Age. With the self-promotion tools of social media, are publicists still relevant? Yes. Tune in for an exclusive session with Ms. Rain Martin. Be prepared to take notes. So we're going to be doing that. Yeah. Well, you know what? I spoke about the Grammys before. They keep changing up all the information, but if you're not a member of the Grammys, then, I can't even hear you. It's like white noise. I don't know what you're saying. You know, and I try to say that because I see everybody wants a Grammy and then I look and they're not a member. Like you sound like Charlie Brown's teacher. What are you talking about? Yeah, I can't even, you know. But anyways, you have the right to contact an attorney if they do not uphold everything that is written on the split sheet. That black and white is very powerful. It's very powerful. I've seen an artist, you know, which they kind of look at him as a joke artist, but I've seen an artist who won against someone who they tried to come for him, and his wife helped him to get that money, and he won $800 and something thousand from someone who tried to steal his stuff. Yeah, so get that black and white together, you guys. So that, again, is distribution. Make sure that you have the correct track title spelled properly. You need to identify if they are clean or explicit tracks. It is okay to hire a writer, you know, because let me tell you, explicit tracks are great because you just went in there and you just gave it your all. And sometimes you need a writer to help you with your metaphor so that we can get you up on radio, you know, and get you some of that playlisting that you want, right? So it's okay to hire a writer. It does not take away from you, and we do need writers in the industry. Shouts out to Vizadon, who I met here on British Links yesterday, you know, and he is so, he's awesome. I love him, you know, so that happens to him quite a lot, JFK. So he was awesome because he has a publicist. He shout out his publicist, and you could clearly tell he has a publicist because he was so versed. And he answered the question so articulately. It was absolutely wonderful. But shouts out to Vizadon, who, guys, at 5:30 Eastern Standard Time, we are going to be watching the Release Street Recognition Awards, and he will be performing. So I'm looking forward to seeing him. But anyway, also the lyrics are extremely important when your song is being distributed, because that is another free marketing tool, because you can put those lyrics up on genius.com. And someone can look for you on a search engine. Your lyrics pop up. You are an international product, so of course those who English is not their first language, they will be able to sing along with you. If you have socially conscious messages, they'll more be able to understand what it is that you were trying to say in your music. And thank my mom for that. And you know, so lyrics are vitally important. And I'm gonna just say it again, even though I said it a million times. Please protect your codes, or give them to me. I'll take them. I mean, my children are all adults, and so I have like pretend children that I keep saying need Pampers. But if you don't want your codes, give them to me, and I'll you know, do that for you. So that is pretty much it. I did list the Caribbean distributors I was able to find: Ghetto Youth, 1RPM, Zojak, Hapalos, Johnny Wonder, and of course VPAL Music are the Caribbean distributors. I much rather you guys go through Caribbean distributors than for you to do it yourself, which is United Masters, CD Baby, TuneCore, Distro. Oh, Symphonic is another Caribbean distributor. I'd rather you guys go through the Caribbeans. Check them out on social media so that you guys could, you know, find out what they're all about, you know, and JFK said he'll give us the Wi-Fi codes. So we're excited about that. I actually do wrap up on mine, but I am very grateful for British Links providing this platform so we can give you guys this information. And so I'd much rather come over here where it's, you know, a larger platform and more persons are here and getting this information, because we're here for you. We are positive culture pushers. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we are here instead. That's my time, you guys. We will be here on Wednesday for Publicity Wednesday. Then we'll be back on next week, Monday, so we can talk about social media marketing. And of course, we always save these so you guys can come back and, you know, look it over if maybe there was something that you missed. I hope everybody is following everybody. Be good to each other. I am your host, Genie Sweetness, here on The Check-In with British Links and myself. So, see you guys. Hey, Posh, I didn't even think I saw you there. Mwah. Take care.